everyone, I'm Liz, and welcome back to Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch for Flosstube episode 79. Welcome back to my channel for another Sunday Flosstube episode. I'm Liz and I'm here to talk to you about all my stitching this week. I hope everybody has had a good week. Mine has been pretty uneventful, I think. I was like trying to think about what I got up to this week, but pretty much it was just work, and we did a little bit of honeymoon shopping yesterday for Rob to get him some like resort wear. We are going to a resort in Palm Springs after our wedding, and yeah, like I swear only wears black and wore black. And I was like, you need some like beachy vacation clothes. So we went and did that, and was mildly successful. I think I'm gonna have to get online and order some stuff because I don't know. I feel like weird trying to dress him, but like he wants my help, but he's also super picky, so I don't know. Whatever, we'll figure it out. He can just wear black t-shirts and black shorts at the resort, and who cares? But I don't know, it's just kind of a fun excuse to shop. So we did some of that yesterday, and anything else? But oh, I had my last dress fitting yesterday, so I have my scheduled date to go pick it up, and so that's getting like all the final hem and bustle and everything put in it, so that's really exciting, and probably why I still have some random glitter on me. Yeah, I'm gonna sparkle like the sun. Oh, I don't know if this is exciting or enlightening, but you guys know I share a lot of photos of my cute little Jonesy on Instagram and here, and he is our 7-month-old kitten who is so cute and such a little terror. He's so cute when he's asleep or sleepy, but he is such a nightmare when he is zooming through our house trying to destroy it. And this morning, I woke up because Rob got out of the bed and went into the bathroom. And so I'm laying in bed looking into the bathroom with my eyes kind of like half open, and I see Jonesy eyeing our bathroom counter. And I know he gets up there because I have woken up to find I have an electric toothbrush that like sits on a stand, and I've woken up to have my electric toothbrush just like in the sink. And so I know he jumps up there. But so I'm laying there kind of like half awake with my eyes squinted, and I see Jonesy jump onto the counter and go straight to my toothbrush that's standing on its stand and just start eating and licking and trying to eat the head of my toothbrush to like, I don't know, get the toothpaste remnants that are left in there out of it. I just laid there and I was like, so every day I get up and use that toothbrush, Jonesy has had his mouth on it. Like that's just happening, I'm sure, every night. And this is the first time I saw it happen. And so now I know that I share my toothbrush with a cat. What? So anyways, again, if somebody wants a lightly used kitten, I'll give you my address. You can come get him. This cat is like not ruining my life, that's dramatic, but he is off the wall insane. I have not had a kitten in so long, and nothing is safe in our house, and not apparently my toothbrush, which now I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to store inside a cabinet, because otherwise I'm just sharing my toothbrush with the cat. Okay. Sorry, I know that is not stitching related, but that is what just happened this morning. So it's in my mind. So now it can be on all of your minds. If anybody else has any fun cat stories to share with me in the comments to make me feel better, please drop them below. And so now that I've grossed everyone out, including myself, let's talk about stitching. Shall we? I'm gonna borrow a pen and stuff. We shall. I have a big finish this week. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's probably a surprise. But if you do follow me on Instagram, you probably know what I'm about to show you. I finished my single girl quilt top. Party horns. I was complaining to you guys last week that I realized I had a few more backgrounds left to cut out, and I thought I was done with cutting. But I sat down earlier this week, cut them out, sewed the rest of the blocks, and then the top went together super quick. So I got the quilt top done and I am so excited. This is a Denise Schmidt pattern. This pattern doesn't really exist anymore. She re-released it a few years ago and it's called Freewheeling Single Girl Quilt. So if you're trying to find this, search for Freewheeling Single Girl Quilt instead of just Single Girl Quilt. And you should find it, no problem. But I had the old version, so that's what I made. And I made the twin size. And well, I mean, I have it right here, but obviously I can't hold up the whole thing. Here's one of the blocks. So I took, of course, a video that I'll put in right here so you can see what it looks like. And I took some pictures and stuff, so I'll show you guys that. And I am just so happy with how this turned out. I did scrappy backgrounds, so I just picked white and cream background prints in various intensities to try to make a good mix for the background. So yeah, yesterday I put together the quilt top and added my border, and so now I have a completely finished quilt top, and I made a quilting appointment for next Saturday morning. So it's all gonna come together and be done before I'm a married lady, before I'm no longer a single girl. I started this quilt, I think I talked about this in my quilt whip video originally. I don't know, like maybe when I first started making Flosstubes a year and a half ago. And I started this quilt probably when I was 30, so probably like 8 or 9 years ago. And I just felt like it was perfect for me. I was not in a relationship. I had not had a good one in a while. So I was like, I'm forever single, you know, I'm going to be alone forever. You know, I was, you know, really optimistic. And I loved this quilt and I was like, it's perfect for me, forever single. I think I was like, the year I started this quilt, I was like a bridesmaid in 5 weddings. And so I was like, yes, single girl quilt. And obviously it doesn't have that same meaning anymore because I am getting married. Who knew? But I still love it. And this is going to be my new favorite couch quilt. Absolutely. So I had, when I originally bought all the fabric for this quilt, I used a fat quarter bundle by Anna Maria Horner called Honor Roll. So I guess actually maybe that's how I can date the quilt. I'll look up and see when Honor Roll was released. Cause that's when I started it. I got the fat quarter bundle for that. And then I bought 2 yards of this super cute print from the line, and I knew I would use that on the back somewhere. And so then yesterday I got on Etsy, and actually I want to shout out this Etsy shop. I can't remember her name, but I'm going to put it on the screen because yesterday I got on Etsy and I knew I needed another 2 yards of this fabric so I could make my quilt back. And I actually found a seller who had multiple yards of this fabric, which first of all, I felt like was amazing because this is, you know, probably a 6 to 8 year old fabric. And so she had multiple yards. I ordered multiple yards and I saw that she was located in California, and it did tell me on Etsy, like, this store ships quickly. You know how like it sometimes gives you little, like, I don't know, like it's a star seller. It's a, you know, like letting you know that it's like a really good shop that you're shopping with, basically. And so I emailed her, or I DM'd her on Etsy, and I was like, and I placed the order at like noon on Saturday, and I said, hey, just don't want to bug you, but I'm just curious if you can mail out the fabric by Monday so I have a chance of getting it by Saturday when I had my quilting appointment. And she's like, I'll mail it today. I'll take it to the post office right now. She's like, obviously I can't control the USPS, but I'll mail it today. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So anyways, if anyone's looking for like hard to find fabrics, go check out this woman's Etsy shop. She was so sweet, mailed my stuff right away. I cannot wait. So I'm gonna get this later in the week, hopefully, and finish up my quilt back. And anyways, then I'll have a completed single girl quilt. And I'm pretty excited about it, obviously. I was working on this a lot last night, and I was just showing Rob like every step of the way. I'm like, look, I got this block done. Look, this is all the blocks. Oh, look, I put on the border. It's like, okay, got it. Anyways, I'm excited about it. So that's my single girl quilt, and that is my big finish of the week. Okay, let's move on to some stitching. And I worked on 2 cross stitch projects this week. So I worked on my Scissor sampler by Tellin Emblem. And I had started this one last week, just gotten a little start on it. And I worked on this one a couple more days this week. And here it is. I just love this. I got my first pair of scissors in over here. I think they're so cool. I've just been absolutely loving working on this. There are like 30 colors in this or something, it feels like. So it's a lot of changing colors, but I think the result is really, really pretty. It's looking really cool. So I am stitching mine with all of the called for colors, which is mostly DMC and some weeks. And then I am using a 40 count Legacy Picture This Plus because I didn't have the called for, I can't even remember what it was now, but I'm using Legacy. Just a little piece I had left over from something. So yeah, that is my progress on Scissor Sampler. The only other cross stitch project I worked on, and I worked on this like 5 days this past week, consider the Lilies. I have not worked on this in maybe a year. I cannot remember, honestly. I've just been really feeling the smaller projects lately. I'm sure y'all can tell, like I just have been working on a lot of smalls. And I just really got the urge to work on this week. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's huge. Let's pull it out, set it up, and spend some time on it this week. So that's what I did. Let me show you where I'm at. Here is my giant, I can't even see what I'm showing you. Here's my giant sheet of fabric. Let me see if I can wrangle it and see what I'm showing you guys. Yeah. So I worked a lot on that big center tree, extending branches, filling in leaves and apples. And then I dropped down to the bottom and started putting in some little motifs. Just because, okay, so I feel like I've had this apple tree in progress for like a year and a half. And I don't know, I just kind of wanted to drop down and start working on the bottom section, especially because my favorite motif on this chart is this brick house, and I've seen it stitched up by so many people and it's so pretty, and I really want to get down to that brick house. So I just thought, okay, you've reached the halfway point across the top, so let's drop down and work across the bottom. So that's kind of my plan. That's where I'm going next. And I say where I'm going next as if I'm going to keep working on this, and I don't know if I will. This might get put away again for a little while, but it's so massive and I love it. I don't know if it's going to stay out in the rotation right now, or if I'm going to switch back to some smaller projects that just feel easier to manage. I've got 2.5 months till wedding, and there's a lot of stuff every day. Like I'm trying to build out the itinerary and schedule appointments for things, like for myself, like, you know, to make my face look better. And I don't know, it's just easier to pick up a small than it is to pick up this giant thing. So I'm really happy that I had this out all week and worked on it. But I don't know if it'll stay out. It just depends on my mood, honestly. Like, who knows? I come in this room, I flip through my whips and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I want to work on. Or I flip through my new charts and I'm like, that's what I want to start. So that's why I don't ever really do a lot of plans type talk, because, you know, I could just change my mind in a second. And, you know, like I'll watch a video and somebody, you know, is working on a certain chart, and then I'm like, ooh, I need to be working on that. I have that in progress. So, yeah, I think, who is it that's working on Consider the Lilies right now? I feel like somebody I watched this week was working on their Consider the Lilies. I don't remember. But anyways, I felt like I needed to work on mine. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I am stitching mine on 40 count. Is it Beach Brew or Winter Brew? I always forget. Winter Brew. 40 count Winter Brew. And I'm using all of the called for colors, one strand. So yeah, that is my Consider the Lilies in progress, and probably will be for the next several years. So someday it'll be on my wall. Okay, so besides the stitching and besides the single girl quilt, I also worked on another quilt this week. What? 2 whole quilts in a week? You guys might remember I showed you this Stay Gold panel by Ruby Star Society, and this quilt pattern that I had found on Moda's website to use the Stay Gold panel. And I had started working on it a little while back by cutting out all of, you know, the panel squares and picking the ones I wanted to use. So I have all my block centers cut out. And so last night I decided, let's start cutting out all of the squares to make the sawtooth stars. And so I got about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of my fat quarters cut out, and you need mostly 5-inch squares and some 4.5-inch squares. And I've got my stack of fat quarters. And so yeah, that's what I need to do, is just cut out the rest of the fat quarters and then make my half square triangles with the 5-inch, and then these are just the corner blocks. So yeah, I think this will just take me another maybe night or two to finish cutting out, and then I can just chain piece all of the half square triangles and then assemble all my blocks. So this one should be pretty simple. I'm not going to say I'm going to have it done next week, but this one should be pretty simple to assemble. And I use that seam guide tape that I have showed you guys in a lot of my sewing tutorials. And that is specifically designed so that you can sew diagonal lines, like half square triangle seams, without needing to mark them, because you have the marks like on your sewing machine already. And so I know I've had a lot of people ask me about where to find that tape, and I've linked it before, and I'll link it again today. It's by Cluck Cluck Sew, who has a popular sewing blog and patterns. So maybe this week sometime I will show me starting to sew some of these half square triangles and how I use that seam tape, because it is super, super handy. I gave my mom some to use on her sewing machine as well, because it's just so much nicer than having to like mark and draw a line before you start sewing all your half square triangles. So maybe that will be part of my plan for this week. I don't have a quilt backing picked out. I have a few kind of like bigger prints, like big backing fabrics that I bought at like discounts whenever I found them. So maybe I can find something to pair with this. But I think this quilt is going to come together really quickly. The only reason, let's see if I can, well, I can't reach it. The only reason I didn't start my ladybird quilt is because I need to pick a background fabric to use with it. I had originally shown you guys this Lori Holt kind of stitch, oops, I'm dropping scraps, this kind of stitch fabric that I thought I would use. I got this from my local quilt store, but when I realized that I was short of backgrounds on my single girl quilt, I ended up using this for the missing backgrounds, and then I use this for the borders. So I need to find a new, or maybe I'll just buy more of that, but I need to find a background print to use with my ladybird, and then I can start cutting out that quilt. But, you know, so many quilts, so little time. Oh, another thing I've been getting questions about lately is mom and how is my mom doing? So I just thought I'd give you guys an update. She is doing well. She is just starting back to work this week. So she had been on disability while she's still kind of recovered at home, you know, but no, she's doing really good. She just is getting back into the groove of starting work and stuff. And I think I can probably convince her to come join me on an episode maybe in the next couple of weeks, since now she's kind of back at work and kind of back into the swing of things. She has definitely been doing some sewing at home because I keep getting progress pictures of the double wedding ring quilts that she talked about. I think the last time she was on, she was showing the double wedding ring quilt stuff that she or the idea that she had. I don't know if she's shown any of the actual fabric that she ended up using, but yeah, mom is doing really well. Yeah, sewing and stitching and all the things. So I will definitely force her back over here at some point to say hi. She found a dress for my wedding. She had found one originally that was beautiful, and then she was in the hospital for 8 weeks and lost a significant amount of weight. And so what a great problem to have is the dress was way too big. So she found another super pretty dress. I think it, you know, just a very happy accident, or not happy accident. What's the word? Even though it's annoying to have to find another dress, she found a great one. And so we're super excited about that. And my dad got his suit. My brother got a suit, which I never thought I'd see my little brother in a suit, which is amazing. So wedding stuff is coming along and mom is doing good, and I will drag her back here at some point, so don't worry. Okay, so I had a little tiny bit of haul this week. I got a package from Hobby House Needleworks, and I ordered some NPI floss from them. And so you may remember when I was stitching my Liz Matthews Quaker Snowflakes, I was having an issue with that green on my blue fabric. And so I ended up ordering one of these is the green that Liz suggested, plus just a couple others. And then I don't honestly remember what the golds are for. And then this red is for the bird on Quaker Snowflakes. I'm gonna have to figure out what I ordered these golds for. But anyways, I got a little package of floss, and then I got 2 fat 8s of fabric. I got 40 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I got is this 40 or 36? 36 count Fossil by Fox and Rabbit, which is super pretty. Just open it up. I really like the kind of charcoal look. It's it'd be like stitching on a black, but it's not quite black. So, yeah. So I got that, and I think that's all the haul I got. So I think I showed you guys, I got my MPI floss last week. I don't know. I keep getting so many packages, but it's honeymoon clothes or bachelorette party dress or, I don't know. Oh, or I impulse purchased a robot vac this week. Or I guess I bought it last week. It came this week. And so now we are, should I stop crinkling the bag while I talk? Probably. So now we are a robot vacuum home, and we love her. She comes on at noon every day. That's what I have it scheduled for. And Jonesy chases her around the house and gets in her way and tries to eat the little sweeper arms. So trying to get Jonesy less interested in the vacuum, but otherwise it's great. It gets all the litter off the floor every day from where the cats kick it out. And our rug looks just vacuumed and clean every single day. So, if anyone is interested in the cheapo robot vacuum I got, let me know. I'll link it. But yeah, I just saw it. Somebody I follow on Instagram had one and was singing its praises. And I was like, that would be so great if I just had a vacuum that just came on every day and made my house look clean. And I know Roombas and robot vacs are not new, but anyways, I just got on board. So that's another thing that came in the mail this week. This video is so random. It's because I know I only worked on 4 things and I don't have anything to talk about. So I'm just what else can I tell you? The The last thing I want to share with you guys is a package I got from the Fat Quarter Shop this week. They send me some of their new items to review and share with you guys. And so I want to do that. And one of these items I want to do a giveaway for today because it's for their new stitch along that is happening. So first I'll show you the quilt stuff they sent me. They sent me this pattern poinsettias, which I really love and I think would look great even in non-Christmassy fabrics. So this is another pattern where I want to find one of my Fat Quarter bundles. Let's see. I'm trying to see if it says how much you need for the prints. Yeah, I think I can make a Fat Quarter bundle work. So I want to like pick a Fat Quarter bundle and shove this in there and then like, you know, have a pattern ready to go for one of my bundles. So anyways, I love this pattern. They sent me this rockin' around Christmas tree type half square triangle pattern, just super cute. And they show it in different colorways down here. And then they sent me this super cute tiny little baby quilt pattern called Away We Go. Just super cute. Then they sent me the new Bee in My Bonnet stitch cards, set L, which is like a baking theme, which is just adorable. And I totally think you could switch these to Christmassy colors for like Christmas baking. And the only reason I'm thinking of that is because my sister Allison has been stitching the Lori Holt stitch cards for like Christmas ornaments. And so I was telling her I got this new set if she wanted to stitch them. And I feel like she could just change the colors and make these little Christmas ornaments. So super cute. And then they sent me, I like gasped and was very excited to see this. They sent me the new Lori Holt, I think this is Daisy color, book stand. So it's got the little kickstand. And so you can put, I should have grabbed one, but basically you set, you know, like a pattern book open in here, like while you're working. You can put your cross stitch charts on here. You can put your tablet on here to watch something while you sew. And so basically how I've already started using it this week is setting this up behind my sewing machine and setting my iPad on it for either a quilt pattern that I'm looking at, which I have an electronic quilt pattern for that Ruby Star quilt, so I've been using it for my tablet, or my Denise Schmidt quilt, which is physical, just setting it up in here while I was finishing up my Denise Schmidt quilt. And this thing is like super, super sturdy, heavy duty, beautiful. I don't know, I was very excited. So thank you so much to Fat Quarter Shop for sending me this, and it will be well used. And I love that you can stick like magnets to it. So, oh, I need to get, hold on. Okay, well, okay, that didn't work. I have my little Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch needle minder that I was trying to stick on here, but what you actually need to stick on here are actual magnets, not like the little magnet pieces will stick, but this, it doesn't hold on a needle minder since it's like thick metal. So anyways, you need actual magnets. So I'll go get a magnet off the fridge to stick on here, but yeah, anyways, super cute. Thank you, Fat Quarter Shop. Okay, and then the last thing they sent me is a chart for their brand new stitch along called Bloom Where You Were Planted. And it is super cute. They show it stitched individually or as a big full piece. And I think they started a stitch along on April 1st, so Friday, for this. So I wanted to offer this as a giveaway this week. I know I don't have time to join in and keep up with a new stitch along right now. So I figured somebody watching my video would probably want to join in and stitch along with That Quarter Shop and everyone who's doing the stitch along. So I am going to offer this as a giveaway today. So in order to be entered to win, you need to be a subscriber and like the video and then leave a comment. And in your comment, use the word bloom. So we'll use the word bloom somewhere, anywhere in your comment, and that's how I'll know that you want to be entered to win. And then I'll pick a winner next week and mail this out. And you'll just be a couple weeks behind on the stitch along. But yeah, I'll send you the chart pack so you can get started. So anyways, yeah, that is everything from Fat Quarter Shop. I will include links to everything down below, especially this amazing book stand if anybody wants to get their own. I think they have done, well, I know they've done these before, but I think they've done like red and pink maybe. But I actually am really obsessed with this bright, cheerful yellow. So anyways, that's the color they have in stock right now. Okay, I think we've reached the end of the video. I don't think I have any other disgusting cat stories to share with you or random household appliances to recommend. What a mishmash of a video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and who knows, we'll see what I have to share next week. I'm getting a little worried because next week, let's see, what is, oh my gosh, this upcoming week is my last week at home. So we're gonna have to see what my schedule turns into when we move into the end of April and May, because I'm gonna be back in the office. Not every day. It's gonna be hybrid, but it's gonna be a big change because I haven't had to leave my house before 9 a.m. in a long time. So I'm gonna have to adjust my sleep schedule, adjust my laundry schedule, you know, to like have clean clothes to leave the house in. That's probably pretty important. I can't just wear a sweatshirt and joggers every day, I don't think. So anyways, we'll see how my schedule is affected. Of course, I'll post updates on my Instagram or here, letting you know if, you know, I won't be posting a video that Sunday, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how my life changes going back into the office. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I'm sure I'll get used to it. Anyways, yeah, so I think that's where I'm gonna leave the video this week. Thank you guys all so much for joining me, and enter the giveaway if you're interested, and I'll announce it next week, and then I'll see you then. Bye.